more like a Kabbalah symbol or something of that nature, right? Not just like a simple pentagram type of star. We're also seeing this tree in the background with what appears to be a bird perched on the tree. Here in this one, we're also seeing a bird up here, very colorful bird. We're also seeing this star imagery. And we're seeing the tree. We're also seeing some other flowers and vegetations down below. And in this one, she's actually holding a staff and not pouring water. We are still seeing the star imagery on this outfit that she's wearing and on this necklace. And we see what appears to be a house or a castle of some sort in the background. We see this water and we see these colors in the sky which appear to be like a sunset. We're also seeing the sky filled with other stars, again the star imagery, and we're seeing a sword sticking up, which this sword reminds me a lot of Excalibur, the sword in the stone. And then we have the moon card. And these look extremely different. If we look at the Rider Tarot deck, the moon card, we're seeing the moon encased in the sun. We are seeing these sort of yellow dots. We're seeing these tower-like structures and these very jagged hills. Seeing some grass here and two dogs. One appears to be looking straight up at the moon. The other one appears to be looking in a different direction, looking a bit aggressive. The teeth are out. We're seeing this bed of water here with a scorpion coming out. There's this pathway up this hill. And in this one, again, we're seeing the moon. In this one, I'm seeing that this is kind of like the same imagery with this moon encased in the sun. In this one, it kind of looks like just a yellow dot on the moon. And we're seeing this sword coming out of the water. We're seeing a wand. We're seeing a pentacle image on the bricks that they're sitting on. Again, this stream of water reflecting what's going on. We're seeing this man standing up, this woman sitting down holding a cup, which is very similar to these two dogs here. Sort of focused on the moon, right? Now here, this looks less like two castles and more like pillars. And then the Sun card, we're seeing some very different imagery as well. And the Rider Tarot deck, we're seeing this baby riding a horse. We're seeing what looks like a robe or a scarf of some sort here. We are seeing this brick wall with some sunflowers growing. And then we're seeing the sun in full here. In this image, we're actually in the sky. We're seeing these clouds, and we're seeing the blue sky up here. And then we're seeing these 4 angels. And they all appear to be holding something different. We have this one here holding red roses. Which, again, we relate to love and comfort and beauty. And we have the sword here as well, satched on this angel here. We have this other angel holding a wand. We have another angel holding a pentacle, an angel holding a cup. And they're all wearing different colors. They are sort of placed in these different positions representing these elemental forces. So again, the sword relating to air, pentacle earth, cups water, wands fire, and then we have the sun here, which again looks more realistic to the sun that is on the Rider Tarot deck. Then we have the Judgment card, and these look very different as well. We have on the Rider Tarot deck these gray people in what looks like these different boats or compartments of some sort floating in the sea, and they're all cheering, holding their hands up, almost begging for mercy. It looks as if we're seeing some trees in the background, some mountains in the background. We see this angel. Again, we can relate this to the angel of death, the end of time, time of judgment. And we see this angel with the red feathered wings, covered in clouds, blowing on this horn-like instrument. And we see a flag with a red cross, which we can relate to faith. Or even if you think about it as a crossroads, right? You get to that transition point, that time of judgment, and it's almost as if walking on a crossroads. And then in the Connolly Tarot deck, we see a checkered floor, which again we talked about earlier. Let's see. We talked about this earlier, this checkered floor having a lot to do with death, right? The black being protection, power, transformation, the white being purity, innocence. Now here, this checkered floor that we're looking at, very similar to this red cross with the white background, right? We're getting this same imagery of the red and the white. Red for blood, love, power, comfort, right? This imagery of coming to a point of judgment, strength. The white, again, purity, innocence. And then we have this child here. We have a woman dressed in blue and white, very similar to the image that we get from Mary from the Bible. And then we get this prince or knight of some sort. And he has the red and blue, and then the green and the white. And again, this cross symbolizing crossroads. We get this book and a sword representing knowledge. And then we get the brick wall and the sky in the background. We also have what we were talking about in this one with the mountains in the background. And then here, the world cards look a bit different as well. If we look at the Rider Tarot deck, again, we have sort of these creatures at each corner. And then we have, and they're on these cloud-like structures. And then we have this giant wreath of vegetation that this woman is being surrounded with as she's holding these double-sided candles and has a scarf around her. Here, again, she's surrounded by vegetation. Here we're actually getting white roses and red roses. Again, the white roses symbolizing death, the red roses symbolizing love. And she's holding this pillar of light here, which is an imagery that is very similar to this double-sided candle that she's holding. And we're also seeing the scarf here. We're not seeing these creature-like beings on these clouds in each corner. We are, though, seeing imagery of the world. We're seeing planet Earth behind her. And then that's all that I'm really going to go over. I'll show you what the elemental cards look like. I'm not going to go over them, though. So There's the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. So that is the Connolly tarot deck. And overall, my opinion of this deck is that it is a really great deck. Very vibrant colors, very good depictions and imagery. I think that with the Death card and the Devil card, again, the language is more calm, not as bold, even a bit more clear. And so I think this is a great deck. I will be using this deck more. But that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and a comment on your opinions on this deck. What you think about this deck compared to the Rider deck, which one you like better. Do you have any suggestions of any different decks that you think that I should check out? and just overall any opinions that you have. Also, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And don't forget the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new content. And have a great day.